Hi, welcome to this tool setup for Atlassian tools that we're going to be using in our course. So here we have Confluence, and I'm going to log in. What we're looking at is the spaces directory. We're going to work with something called the test space, and let's kill that one. Okay, let's go to test space, and we're going to try to create a page over here. Just give it any random name, and I think because we have 37 students, each one of you should create at least one unique page and save it and see how it looks, right? Just let it run through your fingers. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's very easy. I'm sure each and every one of you has created one in some other, either class or other forum. So here I'm trying to create a table with header 1, header 2, just simple stuff, just to kind of give you a feel for what all is possible in Confluence. There is a whole lot of things possible. Here I just kind of showed you how you can get a whole bunch of other macros going too, which you can insert into this very interesting and capable wiki page. So write some English and just save it at the end. This is where your design would go. It should live, and later on I'll show you how to link Confluence to Jira items. I talked about this in the class, but let's just save it right now. Now here I'm trying to demonstrate that you can comment on this page and others can respond to your comments, and you can essentially then create a thread. And if you ever reply to a thread you automatically get subscribed to future notifications. So this is a cool feature. So now let's move to Jira. So I was logged in, I logged out, and I'm going to log back in. And remember to click that little button in which subsequent login should be easy, or if your browser restarts. I'm sure you have to have the cookies in there, but here I'm trying to create an work item, nbars, test work item or something. And one of the main things we will demonstrate is that the workflow state transitions are automated so what it means is that as you step through various activities, write code, check in code, get it reviewed, the state of this the work item is automatically transitioned into an appropriate state. So here we are going to Bitbucket. We go to a CSE45 test project. Within the project we have a repository. That's what it's going to work with, but before that we need to make sure that our SSH keys are set up. Now you can set it up on a repo basis or on a per profile basis. So here I'm just demonstrating the repo basis. So now I'm going to this little document that I sent you via Canvas and cutting and pasting the command into an Oracle Virtual View Xterm, and you can read through what I'm about to say here. So all I'm doing is cutting and pasting the command I showed you before, change it to my user ID, the nbrar SMU ID, and then we'll just run this command from an Xterm, and then endeavor to cut and paste the values from my public key into the proper place in Bitbucket. Yeah, the key K on my keyboard seems to be misbehaving today, so that's why I'm having to type it over and over again. Just make sure that your username and your whatever kind of like environment that you're using, Linux or something, is the same as what you use in Bitbucket. Although it can be different, I just think it's easier if they're the same. So now we run that command, and it'll basically generate two keys. One is a public key, one is a private key. What we're going to do is cut and paste the public key and ship it to Bitbucket. So all that I'm doing over here is essentially, figuring out a way to copy it into my clipboard and then essentially take it over to Bitbucket. Nothing magical over here. Yep, there it goes. So, okay, selected, copy it, go to Bitbucket. So yeah, here the instruction that I sent you was to do it on an account byte basis, but in this video I'm just going to do it on a per repo basis. So paste it over here and add the key, and now there is right there, that's the key. That means now you can very easily clone the repositories over. So now we'll go back to Jira, find the newest ticket that I've created. I'll have to refresh the screen. So there it is, test 3. So I click on that and I go to the bottom right where I can create a branch. Branch essentially links to Bitbucket. So there you go, a branch has been created. That was simple. And although probably this video doesn't show this, but the Jira ticket has moved to in progress state. So right now what we're going to do is clone the repo. So go to the temp directory, create a test directory. There you go, my K messed up there. Test directory, I guess. Change to test directory, which I'm going to forget to do the first time. Git clone, blah, and it says it already exists. Sure it does, because that's from my previous attempt. Okay, I moved to test, I'm cloning it. Now I change it to test repo, and then we go git branch and look at all the branches which this, the clone came with. My branch, the test3 branch, is what we need to move to. So the git command is checkout. Okay, it's checked out. Now what we'll do is we'll just kind of like modify a sample file, text file, and add some text to it. Now let's see, what's the status on that? Git status, yes, there is, that file is modified. We need to add to a commit transaction. So I'm just going to use the abbreviated command in which says commit everything and add a message ending my test changes, etc. Feel free to write whatever you want. Be brief though. Adding my test changes to the repo. After this, I will push to Bitbucket, which should trigger a Jenkins job because we have already connected a Jenkins job to the repo, which I will show you in class if you guys are interested, or maybe I'll create another video for that. Okay, so here the commit was added and we pushed it. and let's go and check it out. And oh, sorry, let's go to Jenkins, and now that triggered a build. So repo review, it occurred at 2:23 p.m. and look right there on the bottom right of my screen is 2:23 p.m. So it was like kind of that's a commit that triggered the build. That was on a review branch. Now I go to see if the commits are indeed there. Not pull request, go to commits. Okay, go to my uh, basically the branch which I'm looking at, and there it is. A moment ago I clicked it and the build is already successful on it. That's what, the green arrow with the tick in it, right? So the next thing to do is to create a pull request. The pull request essentially means you are ready to, send it out for review, and if everything is okay, you are ready to merge with the master. Okay, so now we go to Jira, and just to show that this was in progress, and when we create a pull request, it'll go to in review. So I go there and say continue, and I'm just going to document this thing right there in the comment field too. Now the Jira ticket for issue, a link to this item should move to in progress. Oops. Okay, this happens sometimes, and I'm glad it happened. So don't worry, just retry. It's just something to do with the cookies or something has expired. Okay, that went through. So let's go back and check Jira and refresh this thing and see if it went to in review state. Yippee, it is in review. So we are almost halfway there. So all we need to do is, assuming that the reviewers had a chance to look at the code and the build's already passed, we're just going to kind of go ahead and merge it. So that's what these comments, which I'm putting in there, would say. So you have the top right, the build is passed. That's a great way. This is a great screen. So now I'm just going to press the merge button, and this one should lead to the Jira ticket moving to done state. By the way, we've already set up a Jenkins job for the master branch to be verified, and if this did not go well, that master would fail. That means somebody would have to basically go back and look at it, right? But look at this. This is done. So our workflow is complete. Congratulations.